Hey, welcome back. Today we are going to show you how to add a user to Google Analytics account. This is being brought to you by Cache Data Consulting LLC. My name is Kashif Mobile. I'm glad you're here. So let's get going with this. So if you do not know what is Google Analytics, it is a free analytics tool to help a business better understand their website traffic. Okay. Um, where do I sign up? Well, I mean, you can go to analytics.google.com. In fact, you can just even search for that. Honestly, if you go there, I can't type Google Analytics. It should take you to that particular website, but that's it's good to know if you don't know. If you've never worked with it. Now, why do I really need to add a user to Google Analytics, which is GA? We're using that for just for this demo. So you may ask one of your associates, right, to work on your website, or you may even hire a digital marketing firm like ours, Cache Data Consulting. That would be one of the reasons why you would need to add a user to your Google Analytics account. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, before we jump into the actual granting access steps, I really want to step back and look at the Google Analytics hierarchy overview. Um, so within GA, they provide us three levels of hierarchy. Okay, the top level is the account level. So this would be you know when you're setting up Google Analytics, and maybe the first time you're setting up a website, this is where you would start. You would start at the account level. Okay, once you're there, you're going to add a property. So a property in Google Analytics simply means a website. It could also mean an app, and there's other things you can add, but think of it for now, it's just a website. Okay, now an account can really have up to 50 properties. I'm not exactly sure why. I have a hard time managing a few websites. So before I go further, I do want to switch back and then show you essentially uh, what this looks like. And this is a page that I pulled up from support.google.com. So here they're using it as an example that we have a person named Liz in the sales department. So she has her account. Okay, and then for basically her team account, she the account ID is 10876. You can see this on the right side. Okay, and then below that you can see the properties, right? And then below views, you can also basically segment your website. Okay, so this is a good way to understand the hierarchy in Google Analytics. Another way to think of view level is to really you're essentially sectioning off part of your website. Okay, for example, CNN.com, may have a need to monitor this as a subsite. So instead of creating a new property, they are simply going to create another view. And if I go back, I believe I had CNN. So this would be tracking, the whole world as opposed to maybe their main website. Okay, if I go back to the main website, and then they may also want to track the business news as a separate section. Okay, so that's really why you would even want to know about the hierarchy. Now, the hierarchy does matter because you definitely don't want to give people access at the account level. 9 out of 10 times you're going to be giving users access at the property level. So let's look at that next. And finally, before I show you the steps, very important to understand, more like you must understand the different levels of access. The number one is managing users. So this is the person who can add and remove users, including your account. So don't give this to anyone. Edit is going to be able to make changes in your Google Analytics, including configuration changes. Another level that you probably don't need to give. And then collaborate is when you can work with other users in your account, and they can share stuff and they can work on the same. Let's say you're working at a dashboard report. Okay, and then I highlighted read and analyze. This is probably the most common level of access that's given. This is a good website that I'm going to pull up here to show you. Our friends in Canada, they basically have this pretty comprehensive article. But if you go further down, I like this image. This breaks down. You can see manage users, can add, delete users, and then edit really has all the permissions across the board, and then collaborate and read and analyze is the one that really you should be focusing on. Okay, so I hope that's helpful for you to understand. Now I'm really gonna jump into the actual demo, and before I do this part, so let me log into my Google Analytics. So I believe I'm not logged in. So once I log in, actually it's logging me into a different account. So let me just switch this. I do apologize. I was just testing some things earlier, so um, let me just change this account. I'm actually going to log in with my master account, which is this one. Make sure you close your eyes. Oops. All right, let's try this one instead. If this doesn't work, our demo will have to come to a screeching halt. All right, so it looks like it's trying to get in. Once I'm logged into this, let me go back to analytics actually. So once I'm logged in here, remember the top level is the account level, okay? And so we manage a few accounts for our customers as well. And I'm actually going to find one of our demo accounts that I can use to show you what we're talking about here. I think if I go to this one and this one, Learning Computer, this is one of our websites. So now I'm actually logged into the Google Analytics account, and I just want to make sure that this traffic is pulling up. So it looks like in the last week we got 1,000 visitors, so that's great. Okay, so if I go back here, let me just walk you through the detailed steps. This is how to add a new user to Google Analytics. You obviously log into Google Analytics, which we already did that, and then you're going to go to admin, which is on the bottom left, and drill down to the property level. So let me just talk about these, and then I'll show you. Next, we're going to click on property user management. We're going to click on the plus sign and then enter the email address for the target user and then click add. Okay, so let me switch back here. So on the bottom, left here, you see where it says admin, looks like a gearbox. Okay, I'm going to click on that. It's going to bring up these three levels, and this is the hierarchy I was talking about. Account is on the left, property, which is the website, is in the middle, and then view is to the right. I'm actually going to go to property and make sure it's the right one, and then click on property user management. Okay, we already have some users in here. In fact, one of them is not working with me, so I'm going to select this one and go ahead and delete. You can also remove users that are no longer part of your I guess work initiative, and then I'm going to click plus. Okay, and then this is where you will add the address. So I'm going to add another user that we have in our system. Make sure I am typing this correctly. All right, and then it's always good to check the notify user by mail, right? And these are the four levels, and you can see that Google is smart enough to select the default, which I'm totally okay with, and I'm going to hit add. Now, what is this going to do? This is going to spin up an email that goes to your target user, right? And of course, it shows up here. This is the third one, is the one we added. So let's log in as the user and then see if we are actually looks like I'm having some access issues here. So let's just log back in. This is what happens when you have multiple accounts and you're doing a demo. It's like too many things colliding, but let me see if we actually got that email. I think I'm logged in as a different account, which is good. So here, right there, see it says you have been granted access to a property in Google Analytics. Okay, let's click on that, and it actually breaks it down. It tells you the account, which is again the higher level. This account gave access to this property, which you'll notice that what they do in GA is they'll add -1, -2. So this has -2, okay? So now you have a couple of options here. You can simply click into analytics, or what I prefer, I tell my clients to just click on this link, okay? And this should automatically log in that particular user, so you don't have to fudge around with that, okay? And now this, I can tell that this is, yeah, this account does not have a icon. So I'm in there, and if I go down to audience, I should be seeing the same data. Oh, actually, this is a different account. Sorry, my bad. Cash Universal, and then this one, and then this one. Apparently, we were logged into a different account here. All right, so there you go. So now we're logged in. This is traffic from the website. They should be, essentially they should have access to all of this, and and they can verify going up and down, but definitely I would say we are good to go. So that sort of summarizes the steps we mentioned. And of course, the last part is let's go ahead and celebrate this milestone. This is definitely a request that comes up quite a bit. When we start projects with our clients, they typically have Google Analytics. Unfortunately, some of our clients do not have Google Analytics. I'm not 100% sure why, but we need access, and this is what we do. Lastly, please connect with our super digital marketing team. We are in Plano, Texas. Visit our website, datatechnologyllc.com. We are on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Obviously, subscribe to the channel, and then like our video. Thank you, and have a good day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found this useful. Please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you could like that video, that would be great. For additional information, you are welcome to connect with us through all of these avenues. We have our website, so that's datatechnologyllc.com. I can show you this right here. So this is our company. We're based in Dallas, Texas. You are also welcome to visit our social media pages. So we're on facebook.com/Dallas SEO by Cash, and also on Twitter, which is the same one. So let me show you that. Here we try to definitely post on a regular basis, and there's lots of ideas and whatnot related to digital marketing. And same thing here on Twitter. So it's twitter.com/Dallas SEO by Cash. Definitely engage with us, jump into the conversation, and that would be great. And finally, there's two more things. We are on LinkedIn, so this is our URL for that, and definitely on YouTube. So it's youtube.com/Buckle. And so let me just show you that. So LinkedIn is right here, by the way. And then YouTube, we have more than 200 videos. So definitely, I would think you would find the channel quite useful. Other than that, once again, I appreciate watching the video, and you have a good day.